Cool. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I think our first item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anyone in the waiting room tonight? Doesn't seem to be.
Paul, do we have anybody in the waiting room? He disappeared. Okay.
No. In the waiting room tonight?
Yeah,
No one's in the waiting room.
Waiting to come in.
All right, thank you. All right, then I think we have two sets of minutes to approve, one from last September and one from June. I believe all three of us were at those meetings, so can I get a motion to approve those?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of both sets.
And we have a second.
Yep.
Perfect. And we do have a quorum, so we can vote on things tonight, right? Correct? Yes, perfect. All right, well, that was easy. I think our next item is any questions for Cheryl about her report that she sent out. I didn't have any. Does anybody else? No. Cheryl, do you want to share anything that you feel is relevant in there? I think it was pretty self-explanatory. Very exciting report. I'm really happy to see that extra fundraising going on and just a lot of activity. So
yeah.
Do you mind sharing some of your highlights?
Oh, I have a low light.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the I heard through the grapevine that TNAC is not getting any of the town ARPA funds. We did not get an official letter on that as of yet, but someone told me that they went to other programs that they felt our asks were not COVID related enough. But I'll report in my next, once I hear from them, I'll give an official report for our next meeting, but you know.
What were those funds going to be used for?
So those funds we were to support our programs. One was a flail mower because we're supposed to be stewards of the property, and that would have helped with that effort. Another one was a greenhouse that we would increase programming and it would allow us to do even more programs in the winter. And the third one was the replacement of the sunflower garden fence because of we've had a breach, and it's one of our permanent programs, but this year we had groundhogs, but we found a workaround around that, so that's not too much of a big deal. But that's what it was. So yeah, so there is a possibility that there may be another round of funding. It'll be less fun, so hopefully I'll hear something about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see, good things.
You do have some highlights though, right?
I do, yes. So we're getting a second year of the DEEP grant, which is great. That's good. The NAA grant that was approved by the town and the state. So we applied for funding for that. So that is not the state giving us that money. That is the state Department of Revenue Services saying if a company gives under this plan, then that company can get a tax credit. So our plan for $5,000 for underserved students was approved, and so I applied for grants one with Aquarian, one with UI, and I haven't heard from Aquarium, but UI said they would get back to me. They're familiar with the NAA program, so we'll see what happens. That's a very tight window between September 15th and October 1st that they can apply for DRS funds, credit. So we will see probably soon what happens with that. Then yeah, the state $100,000 grant. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, it's it has moved along to the next stages, so we are waiting to hear. It's still waiting. It's a little complicated, but we would be not a beneficiary, we would be a sub-recipient, so that process takes longer than if we are to be a beneficiary. If you need an explanation of that, I could
Okay.
but yeah. Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, Tasha Knowles chose us again, so they're growing their butterflies, which is fun. Henkel, yep, where they awarded us, we just received it into our account, $10,000. We're developing a grade 4 program. It's actually going to be a climate change demonstration. We're working on that development now, we're excited about that. We're hoping to implement that in the winter of 25. And then, yeah, Worth Foundation, they've been giving every year. They gave the highest that they've given so far, $2,400, which is great. Oh yeah, we're in the book. We're in Sarah Cody's book. I put pictures of it in my minutes where we're noted there. So that was exciting. And yeah, we're busy. We're gonna have a busy fall with Trumbull, Newtown, Bridgeport, schools, Woodbridge too. Yeah. So and a homeschool group. So that's exciting for us. And our seasonal programs I put in the in my minutes. You could see those.
Yeah.
And
Did you
Yeah, sorry.
did you make it to the farmers market and
Yes.
to the arts fair? Yeah.
Yep.
And
Twice
and
we
how
went
did that go?
Good. Yeah. Did I not put that in there? Yeah. Yeah.
No, you did. I just
Yeah. So
curious how it
no.
went.
Yeah, it's great because I'm there and we have either one or both of our student interns, and they're very helpful and engaging with the kids. And we did a butterfly craft at the farmers market, and we had a Find the Tick display that I made last year for another event. We've been bringing that out, and people come along, and it's educational because they find we show them actual size little ticks, and then I hid little images of them in the sweaters, and then they have to look and find the ticks, so it makes awareness. So I know it's fun, but it's scary because then people come up and talk about all the Lyme disease stories that they have, which is frightening. So it just, reinforces that why we're doing this. It's great to go outside, but you have to be mindful. Anyway, so we did that, and a butterfly craft, and twice over the summer, and a scavenger hunt. We did a Twin Brook scavenger hunt. And then at the Arts Festival, yep, that was this past weekend. I had volunteers. We were there. We had kids making a bird glider craft, which was fun. And then we're going to be at did I put that? We're going to be in the Fall Festival. No, did I? Yes, I did. Yeah, we're going to be there with their animal track rubbing craft. So
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Anybody else have questions for Cheryl? No? Okay.
I'm sorry.
I do have one more thing. But go ahead, Ollie. I forgot.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Mine's maybe this is my question.
Okay,
Maybe it's the
yeah.
answer.
So right. So the building projects haven't been done. They're not being addressed. I'm not getting any answers. And then the 5-year capital plan, I spoke with someone. Apparently the plans are being worked on now. There's going to be a meeting coming up. And George Estrada has said indirectly to me that he knows he owes me an email. So so I know he's
Okay.
a busy man. So that's the status of that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you were saying?
Mine is way less serious. I wanted to
Okay.
know just a tiny bit more about the butterfly project.
Oh, I wish I had one in front of me. It's no, it's just the craft. So we have these mechanical butterflies. It has a rubber band in the middle of it. and they twist it so you go like that, you spin them, and then they
Oh,
flutter off.
no,
That's
no,
what
no, no, no. The Tashua Knowles
Oh,
butterfly
that
release.
butterfly.
Yeah,
Oh, we're doing two butterfly things. Yeah, so they
so
did
we
it.
actually we know the other butterfly because we did it with you
That's
at
right. I remember. It's like, didn't you do that? Great. So, yeah, they did it last year too. They find caterpillars, monarch butterfly caterpillars, and they bring them inside in a tank in the building, Tashwell Knowles, the golf course, and they have a whole tank set up with milkweed, and they grow them. And as a fundraiser, you can name the butterfly, and it's like a minimum of $10 each. And then I was there last year for the release day. They grow butterflies, and it's very cute. So I think they had like $260 so far this year.
do they release them at Teaneck or no?
No, they don't. They release them at the golf course. That's what they
Gotcha,
want
gotcha,
to do. So
gotcha.
that's
All right.
that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. But
Thank you for clarifying.
that's okay. I know. So it's different. It's good.
I like it. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too. And they name them cute names too. So
Well, that's why I asked if they go to Teaneck, because if they release them to Teaneck, you could be like, hey, go visit your butterfly at Teaneck during the year.
yeah, I know. Well, this is their project.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Increase
I'm
the
trying to
funds.
ride their coattails.
Yeah. I mean, we're
Yeah.
the beneficiaries, so that's fine. So we get publicity that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's it.
I was just moving on to old business, which was the updates for the building, and you kind of just went over.
Oh, I just said that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he dropped off. There he goes. You're back.
I think I'm back. I dropped off there for a second.
Yes, you're back.
Okay. Um, uh, you just updated us on the building projects that have not been done. I was able to just go out and walk around there the other day, which was very pleasant. I actually enjoyed that area just to walk. And I did have a question about the trees that were attracting the lantern flies. Are they
Yep.
still there?
Yeah, that's a project that we're working on. So you see there's donated mulch being delivered. So the plan is to smother that area. We did have some tree of heaven removed, but the plan for that one particular area behind the sunflower garden and the Teaneck sign over on to the right of the building the plan is to cover that area and just keep at it. Because when you cut the tree of heaven, it just grows back in multitudes. So if you smother it, supposedly that is helpful. And that's a fall project that we're working on.
So smothering it works. Interesting. It's an interesting approach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's not getting sun or water, you're killing it. So yeah.
And then the other, I know Kevin had mentioned that trail down by the stream was overgrown. So I just kind of walked through there to see what he was talking about. And yeah, it's overgrown.
It's overgrown. Yep. We put planks with Unilever back in the spring, but that's our least maintained trail because the school kids don't go in that area. Hopefully we'll have more volunteers working on it, but that's why the flail mower would have been so helpful to us. It's like several $1,000s, and it's, I guess people have different priorities.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have to try to get a grant for that just specifically,
And
but
then,
having that would clear up bing bang boom. So
and then I did notice that some of that multi-floral rose back in there.
yeah,
Is that the only place on the property, or is that all over?
multi-floor roses everywhere. Just like in general, when you go on a hike, it's just gonna be everywhere. Yeah, like Japanese bayberry, and you see that in state parks and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Those were my two questions about that. And
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other old business. I think we've got everything covered. So the next item would just be to make sure that we're all good for December 17th. Does that work for everyone's calendar? Perfect. Then I think we're good there. Does anybody else have any questions or comments they'd like to bring up? Well, then, as usual, we have a jam-packed agenda and we can move on. We can give Barb back some time before her next meeting.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to adjourn
Motion to adjourn.
and a second?
I'll second.
All right, we are adjourned.
All
Thank
right.
See you all
everybody.
in December.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Have a good
All
night.
right, good night.
Bye-bye.